So, KMST version 1.2.142. MapleStory Ignition Showcase and Cygnus Remaster. We already watched the entire showcase, of course, video on the channel. But we are going to look at the actual patch notes now, translated by our boy Max over at orangemushroom.com. Support him on Patreon so you can splurge in on NX in-game. And let's see. Where did all the MapleStory streamers come from? Oh, are there a lot? Wait. Now I need to check. A lot of the names I kind of recognize just from people who've been in my chat before. Is nobody streaming today? There's like 3 people in my following list live. What the fuck? What? Well, I know poker. Oh, a lot of Korean ones. Hama, I know that name. Rafa, I know that name. Bloody Samurai, I know that name. Akata, I know that name. A lot of new people, man. People coming back? Hell yeah. Happy birthday, OG. Thank you, Pally. Appreciate it. Happy day of birth. Thank you, frustrated college student.
Happy day of birth.
Congrats on your 3 months and silver badge. Thank you, thank you. Where can I find his music? On YouTube. Oh, this is coming with a timestamp. I'll take that off. Boom, there you go. All right, so MapleStory Ignition Showcase took place and we talked about the stuff coming this summer afterwards. The test world was opened with the initial changes of the Cygnus Remaster. First things first, before all this, I was not really impressed with anything, but I hope that it was just a matter of whoever was the person who edited and recorded the revamp footage either has never ever played this game or the classes are garbage. One of the two, but I'm gonna hope that it's just the former one and not the latter one. For skills and patches were a little vague this time around for some reason, and it was also pretty busy this weekend. We want to translate them as they were given and only give additional detail for the newly added skills. The patch notes also were missing some of the skills that were updated, so I added those in where I noticed them. Okay. And like you said, it is already live in the test server, so that's why Cobra was playing it, and that's why people are still coming up with information from that to supplement the given patch notes from what it seems. Some of these skill changes were actually quite extensive, but I didn't have a chance to fully cover them, so I'm thinking I'll continue to just translate the patch notes like this, and then when the changes are pushed to the official server, I do a full skill translation just like I did with Adventure Remaster. That was a lot back then. It shouldn't be as much this time, so hopefully it's more manageable. I remember he took like 3 days to try to get through all of that. There might be Tespias though. There might be changes within Tespia before it actually goes live because they have quite some time in there. But we will see. Ignition Showcase, I'm assuming this is the entire video. Yeah, we're not gonna just check that out because that's a bit much. That is the animation that we also saw, right? Beautiful, okay. So Soulmaster, Dawn Warrior, the core identity was to go beyond the sun and moon into space. Was that the core identity, or was that the goal to make that the core identity? So they're actually just Space Warrior now. Okay. Solar Slash and Lunar Divide have become the main attacking skills. The forced up-down movement has been removed. Okay. Is the Penguin Alliance also gone with that? I think so. The Cosmic Orb System has been added, which activates when you alternate between the stances. And that was those little purple balls, I believe, that we saw during the showcase. That like fly around and twinkle around and destroy stuff. Celestial Dance has been replaced by a new skill called Cosmos. And Elysian has been changed to give the maximum number of cosmic orbs when used. Cross the Six has been changed to charge cosmic orbs. Has been removed as a hyper skill but can still be used through Elysian. Oh, does that mean that they lose their iframe again? Interesting. Let's see how they manage that. A new hyper skill has been added that lets you rush through enemies up to 2 times while being invincible. Well, there's the iframe and immediately the answer to my question. He's called the class... I haven't stopped laughing since it happened. Elon Musk joke Wonky made on the showcase. He called this class the Elon Master. Oh no. Annyeong. Maple Junasu? Annyeonghaseyo. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. It's a little weird to me that they said the coordinate was... Oh yeah, okay. Then, Flame Wizard, Blaze Wizard. The coordinate was Fireballs, the Lion, and the Fox. Sure. A lot of just... I mean, pretty straightforward. Magical fire. Orbital Flame has been improved to be bigger. Bigger's better, as we all know. Spirit of Flame related skills have been improved so that Lion mode is better for hunting, while Fox mode is better for bossing. This will also change Orbital Flame accordingly. Dragon Slave, okay, has been replaced by a new skill called Phoenix Drive. Oh, we saw that one. Which shoots enhanced orbital flames. Yes, quite so. Ignition related skills have been improved. Maelstrom has been changed to a bind skill. We saw that as well. Actually having a bind. Pog, all Blaze Wizards rejoice. And Flame Barrier has been improved to defend against critical status effects. So much more similar to the elemental Explorer Mages, I guess. Then Windbreaker. The core energy was covering your surroundings with whims together with wind. I thought it was arrows, my bad. Fairy Turn has been changed to a 4th job skill with increased range and improved effects. Yes. Dance of Frozen Wind has been changed from a keydown skill to an instant use skill. A new hyper skill called Storm Whim has been added, which creates additional arrows for a certain period of time. I believe that's the skill we saw on the Gloom part of the showcase. Stormbringer has been moved to 4th job instead, and Howling Gale can now hold up to 3 wind energies, and you will summon 2 large Howling Gales if you use 3 at once. Oh, we saw that as well. I think the 2 of them had different colors. One was like a darker green and one was like lighter, but you will have 2 tornadoes go at once for like to actually have burst. And I think that was one of the main things for Wind Archers, right? That they didn't really have burst. They had really good DPM, but no real crushing. They buffed Ignition in Ignition. Yeah, it's a good thing they did that. The big change is the Hyper 250. Hyper Burn to 250 is nice, but it feels like a very transient. It's a big buff, of course, but it's like a pretty transient thing. I care more about like the longevity of the class versus just getting one high-level character. But it seems that the intention of the operators of the meta to quickly move the heroes to the grandest stage will change. I think just in general, they want people to be able to access more content more quickly, so they will feel bad if they leave all of that content behind, so that they don't play only during the summer and only during the winter, but that they play the whole year round. And more like fear of missing out if they let their character just sit in their account without playing it, That's probably the goal. Trifling Whim and Pinpoint Pierce have been improved to prioritize boss monsters. Second Wind's activation conditions have been changed to activate when you attack instead of when you are being hit. Okay. And Windwall's remaining energy will now be displayed in the Quick Slow. Cool. Then Nightwalker. The coordinate was constantly flying stars and bats. True. The Shadow Bat system has been improved. Dude, the way that the little bats like show up and then they like fly over to the target looks super cool. Very cute. This has been improved for better hunting and explosions when they hit the monster. We saw that as well, yeah. Little kapluis. A new skill called Ravenous Bat has been added. What we didn't see was the Shadow Partner for most of it, but I digress. It's been added for the can be turned on or off. I'll toggle on. The bats will prioritize boss monsters with increased attack and HP leech, but they will no longer bounce. Oh, okay. Okay. Dominion will increase the number of bats that can be created, sure. A new skill called Shadow Momentum has been added, which lets you cancel attacking skills delays through movement. You can still jump attack to cancel delays, but it is not as required as before. Okay, some more options on your gameplay. I like options. Attack delays from the shadow skills like Shadow Servant and Shadow Illusion have been improved to make it easier to hit bosses. Cool. Yeah, I don't know how Shadow Servant's hitbox didn't seem fantastic, right? Hopefully that is improved, because from what I understand, that actually does a decent part of your damage. Shadow Stitch has been improved to find a fixed, to bind with a fixed range without having to hold the key down. Okay, but that confuses me, because in the showcase, didn't it look like they were holding a key down, and then it like exploded, and then that bound the vellum? So we'll have to look at the details there, I guess. Siphon Fatality has been improved to give a shield based on your HP. Okay. You can now summon Shadow Servants, extends shadows to your location. Huh. Non-hold down version is 10 seconds. Hold down version is 12 seconds apparently. Gotcha. Okay. Seems a bit scarier though to hit, like easier to miss and then you're boned. Striker. The core identity was to link attacks that were smooth like waves and crash down like lightning. Hell yeah. The Thunder buff system has been improved. You will gain stacks when you link attacks. The buff itself has also been improved. Major skills damage will be improved at max stacks. A new skill called Sea Wave has been added, which automatically summons an orb. Oh yeah, we saw that orb, and it falls through platforms as well. The feedback for linking attacks has been improved. The Thunder God's Spear Strike can now be activated manually for better hunting and can be linked with other skills. Oh, manual activation on the Spear Strike. That's nice, because I've seen that thing pop up a lot at inopportune moments or positions, and then you kind of just lose all that damage, which is pretty yikes. Typhoon and Gale's ranges have been increased by a lot from what I saw. Primal Bolt has been changed to enhance the Thunder buff and reduce the cooldown of the main skills. Okay. Lightning Spear Multi-Strike will now be saved by Buff Freezer. Cool. Knuckle Booster has been changed to passive. That's pretty obvious at this point, right? Link Cancel timing has been adjusted. Okay. The blue balls don't spawn in the air, sadly. Yeah. I've also seen... You probably want to, like, face one way, spawn that blue ball, and then go the other way so that the ball is kind of, like, killing things off-screen and not do it in the direction that you're facing, because you're just going to either, you know, get cast by the ball or cast the ball. One of the two is going to happen, and in both of those cases, it's not super productive. And then Mihail. The core identity was the Shield of Light and the Guardian that punishes the wicked. Okay. New skill called Install Shield has been added to improve hunting. We saw that. Clone Solis has been improved. Oh, that's like fucking Irish, isn't it? Cleave? Is it Clave? Clave Solis? How are we supposed to say this? Where am I, Where are my Irishmen? I've been approved so that shock waves are created starting from the first and second stages. I will no longer interfere with the Royal Guard. I have no idea how to say these things. Has been improved so that the final damage boost is applied as soon as you use the skill. It will not defend against status effects, as well as the number of defenses has been increased. Sword of Light. Well, I know it's Sword of Light and Sword of Shield, but that's not how you say it. That's not how you pronounce these terms, right? Soul Link has been changed from taking damage for your party members to giving a shield to all party members. Aha. We can finally party up with Demon Avengers again. The damage boost has been changed to apply only if you have party members in the same map. Sure. Refreshing debuffs has been improved. All job advancements' main attacking skills will now apply the blind debuff. Soul Rage will have a 100% chance to apply blind. The half duration on bosses has been removed. A new skill called Offensive Defense has been added, which applies a debuff on mobs hit by Royal Guard, and the debuff can be procced to activate an additional hit. A new skill called Soul Majesty has been added, which lets Install Shield apply Offensive Defense's effect. Soul Rage related skills have been improved. Soul Assault has been changed to a second job skill, which is enhanced over time. Is Soul Assault a third or a fourth job now? I think that's a fourth now, right? With the little extra daggers that like dash through the map? Okay. Story improvements are no major problems with the existing story. Oh, yeah, because they have their dedicated lore team, right? They'll try to reinforce the relationship between the characters while maintaining the existing storyline and supplementing threads to other stories. In Mihail's story, they will improve the stories of the Chief Knights past and show off their personalities more. Characters that previously were only mentioned in dialogue will also be added. Cygnus Remaster event. Cygnus characters will receive arcane symbols, a unique emblem, core gemstones, so nodes, and new outfits. Okay. Extreme mode bosses. Extreme mode Black Mage and Chosen Samurai will be added. This is content for endgame users. Duh. Normal Versilla and normal Saren difficulties will be lowered. Okay. And then Monster Park Extreme, Morass, Aspharis, Celis, and Moonbridge areas will be added all at once. Monster Park Extreme will be added, which is party content for characters level 260 and higher. You receive a large amount of experience once per day. Party Monster Park for 260 plus. Huh. Well, same party that you do the grandest dailies with, probably, right? Alright, Extreme Fields. Sudden missions will be removed. All of them? Runes will be reorganized. Rune of Swiftness is removed. Rune of Purification and Ignition improved. Okay, but can we get rid of Rune of Might and Rune of Riches in high-level areas, though? Why is Rune of Swiftness removed? Rip. Bounty Hunter portals will give greatly increased experience every 4 portals. Every 4 that pop up, or every 4 you do? Flame Wolf will be separated into 3 sections based on level. Grandest area. So I can no longer just pop into Flame Wolf to help the noobs in there to get the rewards. That kind of sucks. Grandest area elite bosses will be added. They will have lower HP than existing elite bosses and summon additional monsters when they appear. There will be no alert when they spawn. And what other people were saying also is that they will not interrupt. So like they will summon additional monsters, but they will not like interrupt the spawn and the flow of the map. Like it won't do like the regular ones where it just like destroys your rates for a little bit. So as long as it does that, that's okay. They want to make it harder to kill, yeah. Flame Wolf segregation. It's a sad. You hate to see it. Okay. Opened Eyes Laboratory Odium. Opened Eyes Laboratory. Okay. A new area for level 275 and higher with new hunting maps. A new authentic symbol will be added, which made sense considering the amount that you need for Kalos, right? Characters like Senya, Hoyoung's Master, and Karing will appear. We saw that a little bit in the preview already. And where the farm from is at 230? Nowhere. You want to wait 235, go to Asphera. Or 245, go to Moonbridge. Spring Project, Tenebris, and Grandest Daily Quest will give experience rewards. Yay! 600 chairs will be changed so that they can be put into storage. Yay! Mixed die and lens coupons will be improved so that they can be used on androids. Yay! Flag race hurdles will be alleviated. You will only need to kill 1,000 monsters within your level range to enter, and you can now enter at any time. Yes! Thank you! Thank you very much. A boss bind effect display feature will be added. Okay. When registering items in the Maple auction house, it will now show the current lowest price and 7-day average. Oh yeah, we saw that in that picture, right, with the nodes. You can now see recent search terms. Okay. When you skip the adventure tutorial, you will now be level 10 immediately. Nice. Power leveling. The second job advancement will now display the 4th job advancement names to avoid mistakes. Oh yeah. Sometimes people are like, if I want to be a marksman, do I pick a bow or? And honestly, if you're like very new, it doesn't make much sense. You know, if you play for like 14 years, like what the fuck? Of course it's, of course it's a bow monster. Goes into of course it's a hunter going into a bow monster, right? An automatic sword system has been added for the character selection window. The hurdle of opening the pocket slot will be alleviated. Thank God now everyone around the world can stop throwing away their trade boost potions. The guild buff, I was so tired of fighting that fight. Thank you for just removing that. The guild buff weather effect message has been improved. Okay. The different types of experience coupons will be displayed more clearly. Alright. Time-limited equipment will be displayed more accurately. Alright. And then hyper burning, which for the people who have been living under a rock, is the follow-up improved version of Terror Burning and goes all the way up to level 250. Daily, weekly, monthly missions for coins. Part of the Ignition Fireworks Festival. Additional rewards every 7 days of coin capping, probably point capping. You can buy the Ignition Pass for 39,800 maple points to double the rewards. Ooh. That's a double up. That's a double up right there. That's a double up to double up. A coin shop, boss coin shop, meso shop. The cost for authentic symbols will be decreased to 150 instead of 200. Nice. A good old 25% cost decrease. Good shit. Spiegelman's, yeah, not even burned to 300. Kind of disappointing. Spiegelman's Arcade Festival is an experience event with games like Puzzle, Master, Starbridge, and new ones like finding the difference between pictures. That's not new. We've had that before. Spiegella's Extreme Sports will include Judges of the Sky and Fight Return of the Legends, where you get to control, you know, one of the characters in the lore, and with their own special abilities. The closest thing we will get to PvP, except if they bring back Legion Arena for Season 2. Special Sunny Sundays, we saw that giant list, right? And with my expert Korean reading skills, we already figured all of those out. Extreme level up time, so triple EXP. Petite Pet time, Miracle time, Shining Starforce time, Lady Blair's outfit time, and Lord Blair's hair time, so just like NX stuff, cosmetics. Burning World will let you create 3 Mega Burning characters, and you can create them at any time, all at once, unlike before. Okay, there will be exclusive step-up rewards and benefits, like there are now. And then Hyper Burning will give you 1+2 level ups up to level 250, and you can also use this on existing characters. Oh, that is also cool. Summary: June 11th. And June 23rd, Cygnus Remaster Test World. Oh, until June 23rd. Okay, cool. So they've got 2 short weeks left in them. June 16th, Ignition Warming Up event and the collab with the bread that we saw, that the Fly really enjoyed. June 30th, the release of the Cygnus Remaster, Spring Project, Ignition Fireworks Festival, Hyper Burning, and Burning World, all of that stuff. July 28th, so 1 month in. The boss extreme modes, Monster Park Extreme and Extreme Fields. And then August 25th, another month later, Odium. And then Silbing collaboration event, more collab stuff going outside. Up to level 250. Yeah, so that's the burning that's coming to the summer in Korea. So most likely our winter event coming somewhere, you know, December, January, something like that. Probably like mid-December, I think, because they had been pushing the seasonal events a little bit back into the months, and they've seemed to be bringing them earlier a little bit more to make sure that, you know, the summer event doesn't end like somewhere in September, and that the winter event doesn't end in March or something, because it was getting a little bit late in the year. Ignition Showcase gifts. Ooh. Gifts starting from June 16th to June 29th, once per ID. I don't know if we're going to be getting this, but 200 Arcane Symbols, 50 Authentic, 1 Maximum Growth Potion, 1 Selective Growth Potion voucher, 10 Extreme Growth Potions, a Mannequin, and an Experience Node. That's always nice. And then the overview. Oh, here we go. Here we go, chat. Here we go, yo. For more detailed information about our intentions for this update, including the Cygnus Remaster, you can take a look at the Ignition Showcase. You're saying that the showcase was more detailed? Okay. Among the changes, well, maybe the 3-hour one is what they meant, not what they actually showed. Among the changes made in Test World, the detailed values are temporary numbers, and we will continue to change and supplement them until the update is pushed to the official server by carefully checking the opinions and play data provided by players. We will try our hardest to make the remaster that meets our players' expectations. Okay. Common skills. Elemental Slash. Oh, I use this a lot to get my Noblesse to level 200. Elemental Shift. The skill has been changed. Amazing. Cygnus Knight's skill has been improved so that it can be learned without having to complete the Shinsu's Call quest. The skill effect has been changed. Wait, this is different? Oh, I don't. Cygnus Knight's will effect has been changed. Dude, I don't even know what they look like now. I'm gonna be totally honest. Emperor Cygnus Blessing. Oh, this looks a bit more. Oh, and this is the enhanced Transcendent Cygnus Blessing. Yeah, look at that. I like the addition of like all of the colors in the explosion here. You see like a little bit blue, a little bit of red, a little bit of the yellow. Okay. But is the quest still going to pop up in the guide? Hope not. Soul Master. Okay, first job. New skill. Rising Sun. Imbues over the power of the sunlight, entering a state where you can use solar skills. When a skill is used, the effects are activated, and when it is reused, they are deactivated. Crazy how that works with toggles. Level 10, 10% final damage, 1 attack speed. Skill cannot be used at the same time as Falling Moon. Falling Moon! Oh my god, who saw that coming? So, Rising Sun, and then Falling Moon, but they both go from the bottom to the top. Shouldn't Falling Moon come from... Imbue your sword with the power of the moonlight, entering a state where you can use lunar skills. This will not apply to certain skills, including summons and common 5th job skills. Also is a toggle. 10% crit rate. Your own attacking skills number of hits is increased to 2x. Final damage is decreased to 55%. However, skills number of hits cannot exceed 15. The skill cannot be used at the same... Okay, so it's also 10% final damage, basically. But only if they can hit the hits. But I'm assuming that most of the skills are just gonna sit at 7 lines or lower, right? Darth Vader Warrior. Wait, what's the reference there? Because he uses the force of the sun and moon. Solar Slash. With sword skills that seem to cut even the sun, attack multiple enemies in front of you. 150 damage 2 times and up to 5 enemies. Lunar Divide. Fire moon fragments that deal 300% damage 1 time and up to 5 enemies. Element Soul. A little purple bowl. Summon the element of soul to obtain its power. When you hit an enemy with a lunar, solar or lunar skill opposite from the skill you last used, there is a certain chance to acquire cosmic orbs. Oh yeah, that's the new system they talked about. When you create some cosmic orbs, your attack is increased for a certain period of time. It's also a toggle. When you hit an enemy, blah blah blah, 50% chance to create 1 orb for 30 seconds. You can stack up to 2 orbs. When an orb is created, all cosmic orbs duration will be refreshed. 10% defense ignore, and when cosmic orb is created, increase your attack by 20 for 30 seconds. Okay. Okay, Soul Guardian, 40% stance. So there's the first part of that. Flash jump, looking pretty different. Inner voice. Max level's been decreased from 20 to 10, and HP and defense and then triple slash and sword light are gone. Celestial Vision looks like more of a slightly upgraded version of the existing skills, right? Yep. Solar Slash 180 3 times and up to 6 enemies, and then Fire Moon Fragments that deal 70% damage 2 times and up to 6 enemies. So damage goes down a little bit, but it doubles the amount of hits. Cosmic Matter. Oh, what this? What it do? Fire against dark matter in front of you. The dark matter will attack all enemies that can be hit or explode when they reach maximum range to attack nearby enemies. When used, all cosmic orbs will be consumed and based. On the number of consumed orbs, they will deal more damage. All cosmic orbs in fire dark matter pierces through enemies, dealing 160% 2 times up to 8 enemies when they explode, 220 3 times. So you see that the amount of lines is all pretty low, but that's because they were going to get doubled, you know, with the light stuff. For every 1 consumed cosmic orb, the dark matter damage is increased by 20% points. Cooldown of 15 seconds. So lunar time. Well, someone calls Soluna. They're still in their ship. Receive the flow of time based on the cycle of the sun and the moon. Sure. Rising sun and falling moon's effects are overwritten when the skill is used. Yep. Oh, that's a toggle. Shocker. When used, solar or lunar skills automatically swap stances. Rising sun 15% final damage and 1 attack speed. Falling moon 15% critical rate. Your own attacking skills number of hits is increased to 2x and final damage is increased to 60%. Okay, so it's like 20% total, and then with the limitation, of course. New Soul Blessing. Element Soul is enhanced to a more powerful burning soul. Element Soul skill are applied additively. First one was IED, right? And this one is orb creation rate is increased by 15%. Maximum number of stacks is increased by 1, so up to 3 cosmic orbs. And when a cosmic orb is created, additionally increase your attack by 30. Okay. If I'm going to make between patches, I should spend all my coins before the patch. The shop is going to stay up until the 19th, but the new update is immediately going to start on the 15th. So you have a few days overlap where you can decide what you buy and where you buy it. But you'll have to make your decisions pretty quickly after the current events end, when coming Tuesday turns into coming Wednesday. Yeah. You also right-click the stances to stop your character from being in the sword stance animation. Oh, okay. Interesting. I believe the orb thing will just mean that you have, instead of 20 attack for 30 seconds, you'll just have 50 attack for 30 seconds. So you have a singular buff, but of 50 attack instead of 20. Is this last week of Punch King? Yes, it is. The last little bit more than 2 days that you have to do Punch King. Nimble fingers, some strength. Physical training, and then the old skills, Gonzo. And then even more enhancer skills. More enhancer, guys. Celestial Vision 2. 185 4 times and up to 6 enemies. Moon Fragments deal 260% damage 3 times and up to 6 enemies. It's just more and more lines. Line story coming in. And Cosmic Shower. Ooh, we bathing in the ether. Ooh, I like these particles kind of. Kind of reminds me of like when you have like a space movie and there's a space station they're like soldering and it's dropping those little firebugs down and then they kind of like scatter around and bounce. This kind of reminds me of that. Space bath. True. With Orb's latent power, create a meteor shower zone that attacks nearby enemies continuously for a certain period of time. When used, all cosmic orbs will be consumed, and based on the number of consumed orbs, the duration will be increased. Because if you have an enemy using damage reflect, you will not take damage. Consumes all 140% damage 3 times with 6 enemies for 20 seconds. For every 1 consumed cosmic orb, the meteor shower's duration is increased by 2 seconds. It's only up to 3 orbs at this point, right? So only up to 26 seconds? But with a cooldown of 30. Ooh, that's a pretty high uptime. And there might be more orbs coming, you know, if we see the pattern going. Bathing in lead. This might get to the point where you basically have like a full-fledged summon that you could just put on a part of the map and then move to another part and just have even better map clear, so. Interesting. Loud Rush. And cutting the sun in half. Rush force pushing enemies in front of you. Certain monsters will resist and cannot be pushed. True. So it's your dash. And then silent move. Instantly pushes enemies while cutting them down. Certain monsters will resist. For sure, for sure. And then we have... Oh, that's the elemental debuff Maimer, right? Element Soul is enhanced by further training the Soul's power. Elemental Soul's Cosmic Orb creation rate is increased by another 15%, and the maximum number of seconds increased by 1. Who saw that coming? This guy. I saw that coming. When a Cosmic Orb is created, additionally increase your attack by 30. Alright, we're now at 80 attack. So Lunar Mastery, train your Sun and the Moon sword skills to enhance Rising Sun and Falling Moon's effects. Rising Sun 20% final damage, 1 attack speed. Falling Moon 20% critical rate. Your own attacking skills number of hits is increased to 2x. Final hit damage increased to 75%. Ooh, wowie. Whoever skills number, of course. And then all of these memers are out. 4th job. Oh my god, it's the same skills again. I don't know. Something about like every single job having completely different skills was a little bit weird, but every single job having the exact same skills with just like 1 extra purple bath skill. Maybe. I'm not sure what to think yet. I'll have to see it in action. Fire Moon Fragments that deal 430% damage 5 times and up to 6 enemies. And Soul Size 430 5 times and up to 6 enemies. Wait, so they just deal exactly the same damage. Okay, good to see. Love to see it. Cosmic Burst. It's Kuman across the galaxy. Release the Cosmic Burst attack when used. All Cosmic Orbs will be consumed, and based on the number of consumed orbs, the cooldown will be decreased. The released Cosmic Orbs will prioritize tracking the boss monster with the highest amount of HP. If Cosmic Burst hits an enemy using damage reflect, you will not die. Cosmic Burst is not affected by cooldown reduction or cooldown reset effects. Wait, yes it is. It is affected by cooldown reduction effects because the cooldown will be decreased depending on the number. Consume 50 MP and all the Cosmic Orbs to release the Cosmic Orbs. The released Cosmic Orbs will each track one enemy, dealing 400% damage 4 times. If multiple Cosmic Orbs hit a single enemy, the second and later orbs will have 30% decreased final damage. Sure. For every one consumed Cosmic Orb, cooldown will be decreased by 1 second. Up to this point, we're at 4 orbs, right? So it can go up to down to 11, but I'm assuming... I think there might be a 5th orb, guys. I think there might be a 5th orb. What do you guys think? So Lunar Slash. The skill has been improved so that it can be used even when not in the air. The skill effect has been changed. Definitely. Whoa, is that the bind? Soul Penetration. Gotcha-gasm. Soul Blessing 3. Uh-oh, what is this? Creation rate is increased by 20%. The maximum number of stacks is increased by... What? Fuck, who could see this coming? When a Cosmic Orb is created, additionally increases your final damage by 10%. Based. Soul Pledge max level has been decreased from 30 to 20. Master of the Sword. This skill will now make Solunar Time apply the effects of Rising Sun and Falling Moon at the same time. Nice. Hyper skills. Cosmic Shower Burst. Extra 20% damage. 20% IED. Duration is increased by 5 seconds on it. Wow, that'll actually give you a little bit more than 100% uptime, right? Or am I misremembering? No, it'll be 25 seconds, right? No, it'll be 30-second duration on a 30-second cooldown, even without the hyper. But I guess you'll have more freedom to throw it around. I'm gonna assume though that if you put a Cosmic Shower down, like a second one down, it'll probably replace the first one. Not that you can overlap. If you can overlap, then this might actually be kind of like nice for bossing for continuous damage. Divide and Slash. Are my eyes going, or is this a different color than this? This is like darker than this is like a little bit gray, right? The core problem of Nightwalker is not being Night Lord. Very true. Divide and Slash reinforce. Damage increased by 20%. Number of enemies hit increased by 1. And Slash and number of hits increased by 1. It is different? You aren't crazy. Okay, thank you. Then Cosmic Forge. Oh, what this? What it do? By sharpening your celestial body's power, you can maximize your combat ability for a certain period of time, allowing you to hold more Cosmic Orbs at the same... Even more? Wait, is this a hyper skill? Holy shit. Consumes 150 MP and all your Cosmic Orbs. For 40 seconds, your damage is increased by 10%, and the maximum number of Cosmic Orbs that can be stacked is increased by 5... Holy 10 Cosmic Orbs, Batman. For every one consumed Cosmic Orb, the duration will be decreased. The duration will be decreased by 4 seconds. The duration or the cooldown duration? You probably don't want your skill to get worse as you are using it when you're fully charged, right? So I'm gonna assume that this means cooldown duration, because 180 is a little bit yikes. So you should have 5 orbs on to get 20 seconds off, but then you're at 160, which is also kind of a yikes amount of cooldown. This probably means this is probably supposed to be cooldown duration, I think. Oh, or the duration of the skill itself is increased, so it goes up to 60 seconds. Something like that, yeah. Might not be 100% accurate. New Brazilian Blazing Assault. Holy shit! Look at that. That looks pretty fiery. I like that. With a sword wrapped in the flames of the sun, instantly cut through enemies. We will be invincible for a certain period of time. How long is that? 1.5 seconds, thank you. Using the skill, shares a cooldown with a luster charge, which is probably this one right underneath. Period of time. You can link and use luster charge one time regardless of your stance. If you link and use luster charge, you cannot link this skill to luster charge again. You will not swap stances from Lunar Time. Deals 400 damage 6 times out of 10 enemies. After casting this skill, you'll be invisible for 1.5 seconds, and you can link the luster charge within 5 seconds on a 45-second cooldown. Okay. This is to give you back that iframe that it took away from the big old slash on the hyper skill, and that big old slash in the hyper skill is instead just going to be part of the 5th job kit exclusively, and not be part of the. So you're not going to have that for mob clear anymore, but you're getting all of the cosmic stuff for the mob clear instead, or map clear, I should say. Same thing, but replace all instances of sun with instances of moon. Gotcha. Still life is probably... Yeah, that's what I just said. Oh, you're reporting cycle, yeah. And then we have Shabling. Beautiful. Glory of Guardian skill effect has been changed. Let's just marvel at this. This is pretty beautiful. It's a little vague on the outside, but it's because of the white background, I think, so it'll look cooler in game. Soulforge Rip across the stick has been removed as a hyper skill and been changed to a skill that can only be used during Elysian. Then 5th job Elysian. This skill will now give you the maximum number of cosmic orbs when used. This skill has been changed so that during the debuff you can use cross the sticks by pressing the attack key or the solar/divide skill keys. Cross the sticks damage during Elysian has been increased to 5 slashes of 755% damage 5 times at level 25. Okay. And then Soul Eclipse, the Eclipse skill effect has been changed to be displayed behind the character. We already saw that in the preview though. That looked really good. And then the Flare Slash, the cooldown reduction when swapping stance into Lunar Time has been... That's a song. We are at song number... we're 42 minutes in. 42, 45 in. The cooldown reduction has been swapping stance into Lunar Time has been increased from 0.3 seconds to 0.8 seconds. Wow, that's significant. And then cross the sticks increased effect has been decreased from 4x to 1.5x. Yeah, so you're not as reliant on that anymore. Okay. Alright. And then the actual black hole. Cosmos. Create a perfected galaxy that swirls around you. Sure. If Cosmos hits an enemy using damage reflect, you will not take damage. Consumes 500 MP and all cosmic orbs to create a galaxy. Galaxy for 15 seconds deals 450% damage 7 times and up to 12 enemies periodically. For every 1 consumed cosmic orb, the attack cycle is decreased. Oof, so you use your hyper first, you slam this one down, 10 orbs consumed, 15 seconds on a 90-second cooldown. And Celestial Dance is RIP. Is this the first... Is this the first part of the first rework where we actually see a 5th job skill just completely axed and replaced with a new one? The Explorer rework didn't have that, right? Or like at best it was like a little bit of a reskin over there for 5th job, wasn't it? Or am I forgetting a skill? Yeah, so I'm not sure how to feel. I think they're really redoing the theming. So I'll be interested to see how people can you just recolor Jet Vortex? Well, I mean it's new to Dawn Warrior, you know? Yeah, now the question is, what the hell does the creating your own galaxy have to do with the name? Jesus, I have to scroll so much. Soul Master. Should it be like Galaxy Master or? Oh my God! They should rename him to Star-Lord. Yes? Anyone? Star-Lord, right? Yes? You should do it? Better name? Rename? Oh my god, Dawn Warriors are gonna be Star-Lords. Holy shit! Star Gladiator. Oh my god, they're Star-Lords. That's what they are. We're gonna call them SLs. No longer DWs. Space Boys. The V-core changes. Triple slash cores have been removed. Trace cut shadow. Yeah, this is all fluff. Of course, Cosmic Shower into the Moon Cross, Sun Cross. We're gonna have to redo a bunch of shit regardless. Hopefully not as much. Triple size and moon size cores are planned to be changed into other cores in the official server update. Cool. Blaze. Okay, that was one. Jet is Star-Lord. Did they have guns? Yeah, maybe. But they were already called Jet, so... They're called... Yeah, they're Space Cowboy. They're like Space Dandy. Jet is more a Space Cowboy. Space Boy Bebop. Bebop. Ski boop. Boop. Bebop. Yes, that one. Oh shit, Mirio figured it out. It's good. It's okay. We have a Scardor 5 head, okay? You can use that one. No, you figured it out faster than I thought. It was only like 3 days since the emote is gone. The Flame's hit range, has been increased. The skill effect has been changed. Wow, look at that. Flame Bite skill has been changed so that it can be used while in the air. Fire Walk. That's a lot of new effects. Oh, look at this cute little element. That skill effect has been changed. Orbital Flame 2. Skill effect changed as well. Flame Vortex. Wow, that looks a lot cooler. You know what this reminds me of? Oh my god. The way that it like and it disappears like that, it reminds me of Ennen no Shibutai. Or for the plebeians at home, the Fire Force anime. Which, if you're generally into shonen, watch it. And then we have Orbital Explosion. Okay. Understand and liberate the true nature of flames. They're hot. I understand. When Orbital Flame, Phoenix Drive, Blazing Orbital Flame, or Infinity Flame Circle hits an enemy 10 times, the next Orbital Flame type skill will activate an additional attack of 55% damage 3 times. 55% damage of the original skill? An additional attack. Huh. Okay. Use it for 5 minutes and never again? Probably, but at least it looks cool while you're using it. Fire Blink. Burn and Rest. Oh, a little bit of blue in there. I like that. Elemental Removed Ignition. Book of Fire is also still in there. Book of Fire Passive. Okay. Third job. I thought it said third orb. Orbital Flame 3. Flame's hit range has been increased. When a skill hits an enemy 3 times, the next attack will now activate an enhanced orbital flame. The skill effect has been changed. Ooh. That's the enhanced one. Looks like it. Flame Tempesta. Oh, I like that little swirl there. Beautiful. And then, whoa. Nice. There are like 2 phoenixes dancing around each other, and then you can just hear the eagles crying out at the end. Maelstrom, the skill has been changed to bind the enemy for 10 seconds with a cooldown of 180 seconds. There's that 3-minute cycle again. Okay, Born Phoenix. Oh, missed opportunity to call it Reborn Phoenix. The skill has been changed to a toggle. The skill effect has been changed. Okay. And what do you know? Elemental Flame 3 skill effect has also been changed. And Orbital Flame 4 is even bigger now. The flame's hit range has been increased. When it hits an enemy 3 times, the next attack will be enhanced. When the Spirit Flame Fox is summoned, the tired flames will no longer return. When Fox mode, Orbital Flame hits an enemy 10 times, you can activate and stack the Fox's Mischief debuff up to 5 times, increasing your elemental resistance reduction by 10%, and the skill effect has been changed. Oh wow, this is like looking into the sun for real. Eat your heart out, Dawn Warrior. You got those solar flares. Dude, solar flare doesn't sound as cool. In Dutch, we call them protuberansen. It's there's just flair to it, you know, like a solar flare. Okay. Blazing Extinction skill effect has been changed, alright. And, wow, this looks like completely different fire than all the other skills so far. Wait, is this the same kit? This looks like they pulled, like, an Unreal 4 engine, like, fire effect and put it into my 2D game. We've got this one here. We've got this one. And then we've got this one. That's so different. Inferno Rise. This skill has been changed so that it can only be used when Spirit of Flame is summoned. When Spirit of Flame, Flame Fox is summoned, it will change it to a skill that flies forwards and attacks enemies in its path. When Fox made Inferno Rise hits an enemy and the maximum number of Fox Mischief stats, yeah, they will explode and activate an additional attack. Oh, he's got a cute little Foxy here. Look at him. He's zooming. The feature is to instantly explode ignition has been removed. The skill effect has been changed. Spirit of Flame. Ah, here they are. The main players. I feel like this leg should be a little bit closer to that one, but the feature to reduce enemies' elemental resistance when they have ignition has been removed, but it's built into the stacks instead, right? Because Summon Spirit has been added, the skill effect has been changed, definitely. Oh, Flaming Ground Pizza. Burning Region skill effect has been changed. And how? Look at that. You're just summoning a demon right now, standing on top of that thing. Flame Barrier skill has been changed to the skill that defends against critical status effects while it is active. The feature to explode the shield at the end of its duration has been removed. The skill effect has been changed. Why does it look like it explodes? Oh no, that's the beginning of the animation at the end. Elemental Flame, Undying Flame, the feature to increase ignition's DOT's final damage has been removed because ignition is gone. Hypers, new. Orbital Flame, 20% crit rate. Cringe, maybe early on for new players. 20% ID and 20% damage. Okay, and then, wow, look at this guy. For the people in Europe, does this kind of remind someone of something when there's like a circular logo with like a giant eagle with spread out wings over it? Am I the only one seeing this, or am I overthinking it? Is there no? Anyone else? Yeah, Monk of Christ. Anyone else? Did I ruin it for everyone now, or okay? Well, maybe. Blaze Wizard officially sponsored by. Let's say that the Phoenix isn't the only thing that will rise, you know? Phoenix Drive. With the incarnation of the Phoenix, a flow of flames is unleashed to its limit, enhancing Orbital Flame. During the skill, when you use the Orbital Flame, the flame energy will overflow, causing a bombardment of flames. Oh, we saw this one. I like this effect, though. This one's like a... You know, you're like, how many licks does it take to get to the center of the... And it's like, oh, you're getting to the center, and he's like... It's almost like an eyeball here, though. Israeli gang, we out. For 30 seconds, enhance orbit... For 30 seconds, cool. Fireline, fire 3 flames that deal 315% damage 2 times and up to 8 enemies. If multiple flames hit a single enemy, the second and the later flames will have their final damage decreased by 50%. This deals 40% increased damage when attacking regular monsters. And this one, 4 flames deal 450, 2 times and 8 enemies. With the same, but then no buff. So the the lion is for the mobbing and the fox is for the bossing, like they said. And they made it happen. They did it. They done it. Okay, with a 3-minute cooldown for 30 seconds. Okay, so that's actual burst. And I wonder if that means that their 5th job is also going to change. Whoa. I know, shocker, but more fire. Cataclysm. The feature to instantly explode ignition has been removed, of course. But it still just blinds you and casts the entire map in fire. like this effect a lot. I think a lot of these are really cool looking. I'm not going to see them because I'm playing this game on 100% transparency, but at least I know that underneath that layer somewhere they look really cool. Somehow they made it even more flashy. Yeah, this is impressive. Glory of the Guardians. It's an iframe anyway. It's an iframe, so it's fine that you can't see anything. And then they removed all of the ignition stuff and Dragon Slave. Nice. Fifth job, Flame Discharge. I love that word. The skill has been changed so that you will acquire 1 flame when orbital flame type skills hit a normal monster 1 time or a boss monster 30 times. The skill effect has been changed, and the skill effect has been changed. For both of them, I guess. Yeah, because right now it's linked to ignition, I think. No more slavery. No more dragon slavery. Yeah, good shit. And then only a little bit of V-Core changes. Okay, so this fifth job is staying the same. Then Windbreaker. Breeze Arrow. Look at all these new effects, chat. Oh my god. Wind Walk. Gust Shift. While jumping, jump once more to move a long distance. You can use this skill with the up arrow key to move upwards. Wait, did Wind Archer not get an up jump in Destiny? I love skill descriptions, man. Level 1, jump. Jump a certain distance. Just amazing. Oh yeah, they already had an up jump. Yeah, because all Cygnus Knights started with an up jump, right? Duh. You can go back to wind walking after this because of Gust Shift. Huh, okay. Okay. Little stormy dude. Whether the wind increased range per level has been changed to be the same at all levels. Cool. Second job, Gust Shot. Oh. Wait, remember when we were talking about like a class that should have been like a necromancer class where you had a special skill that you could would have been an archer that you could turn yourself into a bow to shoot? Is this the closest we're gonna get to that? We have like a person turning themselves into a bow and then shooting an arrow. It's probably the closest we're gonna get, right? To make it this looking this obvious, because right now I believe it's already like that, but it's very hard to see. Trifling Whim. Oh, that's why. Because it's wind. That's why I didn't realize. And then Fairy Turn, that skill that actually gets used now. That's going to become a bigger and badder skill. This one I saw in the presentation. I am not sure of. This Dance of the Frozen Wind. This is replacing the thing. You know the umbrella, right? Like you have the umbrella of the fire, and then you move it to the left, to the right, and you can move it up and down. That's instead of that, you're just gonna have like a thing that just explodes arrow stuff around you. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I feel like that old skill can have some cool utility in certain situations. Necromancer class 1. I mean, I think considering that isn't Kana supposed to be the closest thing to it because she has like demons that she summons and puts around the map. We've just seen its vertical range is way worse than it looks. Yeah, and the AoE is pretty small, not as big as the effect at all. Like your character will be probably like about this size, and it will hit from here to here, and then only up until here, I think. Old skill felt clunky. No, that's true, but I don't know if this is a. I'm just saying I don't know if this is like a sufficient replacement of it and an improvement. I don't know. Okay, and then we have Pinpoint Pierce. That puts a debuff, right? Prioritize the boss with skill effect has been changed. Yeah, beautiful. Skill Laboratories, Trifling Wind, Boss Monster. Yes, yes. Albatross passive. Okay, I don't want to hear anyone ever say now that Wind Archer has so many skills, okay? Wind Archer probably has the least amount of active skills in the game now, especially with this change as well. Emerald Flower skill has been changed. Ooh. Yeah, especially the fact that it's not a flower, like, at all. Second wind skill has been changed so that you acquire the attack buff whenever your attacks hit an enemy instead of when you are hit. I remember that. Fourth job. Look at this thing, dude. Song of Heaven. That is what it looks like now. Machine gun operational. Was it already a passive? It might have been actually. I'm not sure. Pretty sure you can't jump attack with it either. That is not good. You can't walk in Hurricane still, right? No, but you can like tap it. You can like tap while you're moving, but yeah, you have to do it. So this skill that was removed earlier is coming back in a big way here. Fairy Turn. As if dancing with the wind, swing your bow to create a powerful wind that attacks enemies. Dance of Frozen Winds damage is increased by 100% points by this. 380% 5 times and up to 6 enemies, and hopefully what looks like a pretty generous hitbox. Traveling Wind, prioritize attack boss monster with the highest HP. Skill effect has been changed. Boom. Stormbringer. New. Is it though? So they moved this from a hyper skill to a 4th job skill. Call the power of storms to obtain the power to punish enemies. You've been a bad boy. For 200 seconds when attacking, there is a 30% chance to summon a giant arrow that deals 380% damage. Wind Blessing, max level, and Emerald Dust, max level reduced. And Spiral Vortex is gonzo. Hyper. Fairy Turn reinforced. Fairy Turn's damage increased by 20%. Fairy Turn's number of monsters hit is increased by 2. And Fairy Turn's number of hits is increased by 1. Mobbing hypers. Oh, we have 2 fairies here dancing around each other. Storm Whim. With the protection of the wind spirits, you gain the ability to handle the fickle power of the wind to its limit for a short period of time. Consume 200 MP for 30 seconds on a 20-second cooldown. That almost seems exactly like Fish's Shot. When attacking, there is a 30% chance for strong spirit energy to appear that deals 500% damage. Okay, that looks like giant-ass arrows that are gonna mess your day up. Monsoon looks a little bit different. What? Skill effect has been changed? Yeah, it has. Wow. 380% is a big nerf, by the way. Currently, Stormbringer is 500%. And there's no cooldown on Stormbringer now, is there? Isn't like 100% uptime anyway? 3D? Yeah, it's actually 3D. There's like storms moving behind and then coming to the front and everything. Huh, yeah, that's not good then. This looks really good. It looks insane in-game, I imagine. And then your regular Guardian, Spiral Vortex gone, Stormbringer removed, but also come back worse. Play this is good stuff. Here we go. Did it was cool? Yeah, no, that's what I was double checking, asking. 5th job, Howling Gale, you can now hold up to 3 wind energies, and then if you consume all 3, you get 2 big tornadoes. Remaining amount of elements will be displayed for the windfall. Quick slot and vortex spheres creation location has been changed. I hope that it's closer to your character, because sometimes I would use it and it would already be like in the middle of the boss, so you would lose a bunch of hits because it would be too far away from your character. A few core changes. Spiral Vortex Core's final damage boost have been changed from 2% to 4% per level, and Fairy Turn Core's final damage boost cores have been changed from 4% to 2% per level. Didn't they... Hang on. They removed Spiral Vortex. But they changed the Spiral Vortex core final damage boost from 2% to 4%. What? Nani? It's a 2nd job skill now? Dude, I'm not going to scroll all the way up. This is already way too long. Look at all this purple shit. Nightwalkers, rise up. Where are you guys at? Night Walker. I heard that Nightwalker is now going to be the Night Runner, maybe. Night Jogger, perhaps. 1st job, Lucky 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 5. It's too quick. Skill's been changed to attack up to 5 enemies. The skill effect has been changed. Okay. Night Bolt. Element Darkness skill has been changed. Wow, really? All of the elements have been changed? Shocker. Final damage boost has been removed. RIP. No more final damage. Nightwalker's dead. Put him in a casket. That's where they already were because they're vampires. Ha! Got him. It's Morbin time. Okay, we got all the memes out of the way. Now let's actually look at the class. Skill effect has been changed for Shadow Bats. These are actually pretty cute. Morbin Walker. Night Morber. Shadow Jump. The description has been changed. Skill has been changed to be more accurate. Skill has been changed. Yes, it has been. Looks pretty cool. And Dark Sight. Skill effect has been changed. Ooh. This is actual Morbin time, though, if you saw the movie. Rapid Evasion. Skill effect has been changed as well. Okay. And the skill has been changed to a... Haste is passive. Oh my god. What is the word coming to? Second job. Triple Throw. The star's ranges have been increased. This skill will now prioritize attacking boss monsters with the highest amount of evasion range skill, now classified as a throwing skill. Wait, it wasn't before? The max level has been decreased from 20 to 15. The skill effect has been changed. Happy birthday. Thank you, Messet Makina. Appreciate you. Thank you. Prioritizing the boss monster is actually huge. On Triple Throw, though? Do you boss a lot with Triple Throw on when you're second jobbing? On Quint? Yeah, but we're not on Quint yet. We're only on Triple. Stardust. Throw a powerful throwing star that pierces... why don't I ever throw weak throwing stars, man? Imagine being the crafter who makes like a bunch of weak throwing stars and nobody uses them. It feels bad, man. Pierces through enemies with the power of darkness. Oof, edgy. When a star reaches the maximum range or attacks the most amount of family members... Wait, attacks the maximum number of enemies. There we go. It will explode and deal additional damage. Throw a star that deals 255 2 times on up to 6 enemies. When it explodes, deal 150% 4 times on another 6 enemies. Damn. Yeah, this is an easy Zakum kit. Throwing booster skill has been changed to a passive. The name has been changed to throwing acceleration to 20. Yeah, that's pretty similar to other stuff. And then critical throw max level has been decreased from 19 to 9. We need an extra skill, but we don't have the full 10 to 20 skill points available. Just make it 9. Nobody will notice. They're gonna notice. How will they know? They're not gonna know. Third job. Quadruple throw to stars. Ranges have been increased. Same spiel. Whoa. More bats. Ooh. Do you see? It's the Spirit of Rock. The Spirit of Rock right here. Shadow Servant. The time before the shadow follows your movements has been decreased. The skill effect has been changed. It is Morbin time. Look at him. He's Morbin all over the place. Oh, you can actually see the doll hanging up in the air there now. Darkness Ascension. Skill has been changed to a toggle. The skill effect has been changed. It has indeed. Okay, this one we saw during the presentation. Shadow Momentum. Your attacks gain inertia, allowing you to use throwing type skills more quickly and permanently increases final damage. Oh, that's where the final damage is coming back, guys. You will acquire inertia after moving. That's what inertia does. After moving a certain distance, and when using throwing type skills consecutively, the last attack can be cancelled. The higher the inertia stage, the faster it can be cancelled. This buff is not affected by buff duration increasing effects. When you move a certain distance, acquire inertia for 15 seconds, which can stack up to 3 stages, permanently increases final damage by 20%. This is now 50-minute cooldown, not 30. What is? This one? The dying in case, the resurrecting in case you die? 50-minute cooldown. Damn. Just don't die, forehead. Did you have better shields and better regeneration though? So it should be. Bad Communion. Look at him. He's so cute. I don't know why they make the eyes so big for bats, because they're blind as fuck and they use their ears. So, but okay. Blind as a bat, as they say. So inertia is supposed to replace jump attacking. Yes, and the passive attack on the little purple shadow boost duder. This skill now summons enhanced shadow bats every time a certain number of shadow bats are summoned. Oh, enhanced, okay. The enhanced shadow bats will activate explosions that hit up to 3 nearby. Oh my god, there's like suicide bats. Jesus. Harakiri shadow bats. Okay. The star resistance boost has been increased from 15 to 30. Elemental resistance boost from 15 to 30. Alright. And then removed Stardust. But I feel like we still have Stardust, but it's like a second job skill that does a different thing now. Wait. Isn't this like your main... one of your main mobbing skill memes? Who cares? We have quintuple throw, and 5 is better than 4, so we should be amazed by this. Stars range have been increased. I've read this before. Darkness Omen. Darkness Omen? Isn't it just Dark Omen? The issue where the skill would be cancelled if the pet auto buff used the skill while you were casting the skill has been improved. Well, hopefully removed. The skill effect has been changed. Yeah. It is spookier. I like... You're just morbing. You're just morbing out. Check it out. Yes, that is what I wanted to do. Thank you, chat. I definitely didn't want to double click on it and open it in a new screen. What is this? Is it morbid time? That's the golem. What is this? Easy lucid? How did it only take 7k damage? Is using blade damage skin or... Oh no, that's just because of the extra things. Lifesteal through it. Easy climb. Spear. Oh my god. It's Britney, bitch. Britney Spears. Iframe. Bind. Memes. Give him lines. Give him lines. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. It's morbid time. Oh. Almost died. Lifesteal back. Dude, jump. What? Just go into those. Are people really scared of sickles? What? Wait, what? Did you just tank all the butterflies? We even stopped attacking. Oh, that was door. Oh, I see, okay. Oh, now he's just attacking through the golem? Casually popping that invincibility on the liberated weapon? Okay. Okay, we'll get back to you. Shadow Stitch, the bind. Look at that. Oh my god, it's so much better. Yeah. I think Door deserves a 50-minute cooldown in this case. The bind duration will be increased based on the key down time. The feature to increase the size of the shadow by holding the key down has been removed. The feature, Jesus Christ, to increase the bind duration where the attack hits one enemy has been removed. The skill effect has been changed. Look at that. New Ravenous Bats. Uh-oh. Summon Ravenous Bats when you're hungry for blood. When you attack with throwing star skills, there is a chance for the Ravenous Bats to attack with you. Additional Ravenous Bats summon DR won't you die. It's a toggle. Cool. When skills use throwing stars, like so almost all of them, hit an enemy 3 times, summon 1 Ravenous Bat for 60 seconds, and up to 5 can be summoned. When you attack with skills that use throwing stars, there's a 100% chance for a Ravenous Bat to fly towards your target, deal 362 times. When the enemy is hit, recover 1% max HP. Ooh. Ooh. That sounds like nice heal. That sounds like some nice heal. Which they should have, because it's Mormon time. And they regenerate HP because blood and lifesteal and all that stuff is their kit. Bat Community. Skill now summons enhanced Ravenous Bats every time a certain number of Ravenous Bats are summoned. The enhanced Ravenous Bats have higher damage and HP recovery. Even higher than that. Based. Siphon Vitality Shield has been changed to be based on your max HP. The absorbed Vitality's duration has been increased. Yeah, because up until now, there was flat HP always, right? Which is so weird to me. Shadow Assimilation, the max level has been decreased from 30 to 10. Nobody cares. Shield Boost has been changed to be applied based on your max HP for Vitality, for Siphon Vitality, extra points, and Imbue Body. Status Resistance Boost while the shield exists has been decreased. Bad. Decreased bad. Increased good. Alright. Now there are 3 Spirits of Rock hanging out together here. Shadow Illusion. The time before the shadow follows your movements has been decreased. The skill effect has been changed. And, oh my god, it's a full-fledged anime attack with complete with some bats. It's like an actual Hoyoung transition at this point. Dominion. Looking good. The skill now increases the maximum number of Shadow Bats and Ravenous Bats that can be summoned. Fix an issue where other screen shaking effects were displayed awkwardly while using the skill. Awkward. Nice skill effect though. This looks pretty sick. This looks pretty sexy. Where's our mobbing skill? The bats are gonna like explode and split up and make it so that you don't need it anymore, basically. Glory of Guardians. Shisush log off. Isn't it like super early where he is? Is it like Brazil? 5th job Shadow Spear. The time it takes for Shadow Spear Shadow Fragments to turn into a Shadow Spear has been decreased. A giant Shadow Spear's reactivation cooldown will now be stated more accurately. Servant. You can now use the skills together with the down arrow key to bring the shadow to your location. The limit on the number of times you can use the skill again to swap places with the shadow has been removed. And a cooldown for swapping has been added instead. The cooldown is shared with the cooldown of bringing the shadow to your location. Shadow Bite, the skill has been improved so that the final damage boost is applied immediately after casting it. Okay. And Rapid Throw skill has been classified as a throwing skill. Shocker. The consecutive throwing attack has been improved to hit up to 8 enemies. In return for not activating Shadow Spear, the consecutive attack will now have 200% point increased damage if used while Shadow Spear is active. Okay. Into Striker! Striker. Would it be mega fun to actually mob with the bats? Well, hopefully that isn't as high anymore with those changes. Lightning, 1 punch! The attack range has been increased and the effect has been changed. It is a shark bait. Ooh-ha-ha. Flash. Weaving skills together. Elemental, little lightning. When you consume a thunder buff, a correction buff that provides the same amount of stats as the thunder buff will be applied for a certain period of time. The skill effect has been changed. It looks mad. Electrified. Elemental shift appearance will now change after learning this skill. Oh. Looking cute. Might delete later. Second job. Oh, we've got a full-fledged shark sweep here. Okay. Range increase, action delay decrease, and linked to other skills faster. And a new effect. Alright. Tidal Crash, our main skill. Our main squeeze. After using a skill, you can now use Tidal Crash again more smoothly. When linked with Tidal Crash, after using a skill, the previous used skill's effect will no longer be erased. Linking a Tidal Crash after using a skill. However, if there is a previously used skill, Tidal Crash can be used to cancel that skill's input. After using a skill, when you can link to Tidal Crash, each skill will have a priority of delays for specific other skills that they can link to. The skill effect has been changed. This is too complicated for my boomer brain. I think they have their stances, yeah, but you can turn it off if you want to. Sea Wave. Oh, there's the good old... I mean, looks more like an orb. Is it an orb, or are we looking into like a twister that's like rolling, that's doing a barrel roll? Is that what's going on? When you link skills, create a wave infused with the power of lightning that moves towards enemies. When Sea Wave is created, it will flow in a direction that you are facing. Then search for more directions where there are enemies that can be attacked within a certain range. if it hits enemy with damage reflect, yada, yada, yeah. Reactivation cooldown 12 seconds. Okay. So 5 a minute, which is decent but not crazy. More strength and passive booster. Knuckle Mastery now increases final damage by 5%. Ooh. Training increases critical rate by 10% and critical damage by 5%. Ooh. And Lightning Boosted skill now increases damage by 2% per lightning buff. Max level has been decreased from 20 to 10. And the total amount of lightning boost buffs goes up to 5, I believe, right? So up to 10% total? Interesting. Interesting. Third job. Oh my god, it's a shark. Oh wait, that's the theme for the class. Ascension. It does... I like the body positive shark a little bit more. The current shark is a little bit too heroin chic for me. This one's a bit more body positive, you know? Real sharks have curves. You get him, shark. You get him. Thunder. The skill has been changed. It's actually weird that a skill is called Thunder when that's just sound, but okay. And Gale. Gale is looking way cooler. And the hitbox is... I mean, I want to say like almost just like 2 hitboxes stacked on top of each other compared to the current one. Attack range has been increased. The damage boost per 1 lightning buff used has been decreased from 4 to 2. The skill will now deal 40% point increased damage if used when the lightning buff is at maximum stacks. The skilled action delay has been decreased and it can be linked to other skills faster, and the effect has been changed. Ironclad now increases critical rate by 10%. Okay, more crit. And the 6% final damage effect will now be applied from Link Mastery for 30 seconds after a linked skill hits an enemy, and Link Mastery can be stacked up to 3 times. Okay, and then Lightning Lord skill will now increase critical damage by 10% and increases damage by 3% per lightning buff. Increases by 3% per... Oh, okay. So now we're looking at 30% damage from this skill. Fourth job, the Chonker is returning. Oh, look at him. Annihilate. The attack range has been increased when linking to Tidal Crash. You can now link it faster than other skills. The skill effect has been changed. Oh, yes, it has. And then, bam, the anchor is away. Thunderbolt, which again should be a lightning bolt, because you cannot have a bolt of sound. When linking to Tidal Crash, you can now link to it faster than other skills. The skill effect has been changed. It's very different. I like the idea of like an anchor just being like crushed into something. But I'm not seeing like the swing, you know, because if you're doing this, it's got to have like a what's the thing where you have like it goes like that and then it goes like smaller into the... Isn't it supposed to have like a wave here, like a trace wave? But you only have like a mirror image here, like it's going like that instead of going like that. You see what I'm saying? But I guess it's too fast, so it's like you blink and you miss it kind of idea. Momentum? No, there's like is it like Fibonacci? No, it's like the thing where you have like a circle and then you go like in, and you see it like everywhere in nature and stuff. And you have the same thing when you have someone underwater with long hair and they like swing their hair back and it follows that exact curve, you know? Basically just like a trace, like an angular trace of the movement. Snail shell spiral. I think it has like a better is it golden ratio? Is that what it is? Might be. But yeah, any of that stuff. Okay, next. Wait, let me Google it. Fibonacci. Okay, it is Fibonacci. Okay, cool. Fibonacci. Okay, I was close enough. Okay, Fibonacci. There you go. I fucked up my vowels there. The attack range has been increased for Typhoon. Wait, did we already have this skill? The fuck? There's a Gale and a Typhoon. This one looks even more aggressive and cool, honestly. Cooldown increased. The damage boost per one lightning buff has been decreased from 4% to 2%. The skill action delay has been decreased from faster than 40% point. And the skill effect has been changed. Definitely. Cooldown increased. Okay, so they're really just... No, well, this is basically a debuff on bosses and then a burst skill when you have the hyper on, right? Electric Charge. Oh, big. Change to a on-off skill. The skill effect has been changed. Wait, why make it look so cool and then make it a toggle so you never get to see it? You get to see it only like once a day. The skill now passively increases Sea Waves damage by 250% points. Wind Booster. Wind Booster, by the way, it was still called just like Speed Infusion everywhere. Which is weird. Wait, why call it Wind Booster here on 4th job? In Speed Fusion. Oh no, that's 4th job. Yeah, never mind. Knuckle Expert, the skill will now increase final damage by 15%. Critical damage boost has been decreased from 20 to 15. In general, there's a lot of like damage, critical rate being thrown at this class. So those basics, those fundamentals are improving a lot. Skill now increases defense ignore by 9% per lightning buff. I think, was it 7% now? How much was it now? Critical rate boost has been decreased from 30 to 10. Okay, that's where the critical rate is being moved away from. Okay. And damage boost has been decreased from 25 to 15. Alright. Okay, that makes more sense. So they're moving kind of what those fundamentals are and where they're coming from. I see. Hyper skills. That's a big old skill. Schlam. Primal Bolt. I don't remember that being a hyper skill. The duration has been decreased from 30 seconds to 25. The skill now increases the damage per lightning buff to 4% and the defense ignored per lightning buff to 10% while active. This skill will now decrease the cooldown of certain other skills by different amounts if you link skills while active. This is the skill that makes it so that you can spam the Mimir, right? This one? The Typhoon? Isn't that Primal Bolt? God of the Sea, or Shamu, as I call him. With a big old splash at the end. Love it. When linking a title crash, you can now link to it faster than other skills. The skill effect has been changed. Not much, but just enough to be cool. And then we have Glory of Guardians. What's it called? Arc Bolt? It could be, but you know, this is like the Korean names or the Maple Seat names, right? 5th job, Shark Torpedo skill. Now do 40% more than increased damage if used when the lightning buff is at maximum stacks. Skill can now be linked with other skills faster, and the skill cutscene has been changed. They call it a cutscene. Well, I mean, the animation has been changed. It's a slightly bigger, and the Shark Torpedo, the hitbox looked quite a bit bigger as well. Randomly named guy. Thank you for the prime. Welcome to Scardor, the Chromosome, badge briefly, and thank you for supporting the channel. Love you. Lightning God Spear Strike, a feature where you can use this skill manually, has been added. You can change to auto use mode by right-clicking the skill. Lightning God Spear Strike. See, this is what I want for more skills. It's just like, you want to right-click it to auto, and then we'll take care of it. Or you want a manual, then you could take care of it, you know? But having the option, I think that's cool. If you change to Title Crash, cores have been changed to Title Crash Sea Wave cores. Okay, so Sea Wave just added to Title Crash. That's nice. Mihail, almost there, chat. The big, the lovely, you all hate, love him. The Mihail, or Mikhail in Korea. Guardian of Light, skill change for beginner. And this icon will return later. Foreshadowing. 1st job, Shining Pierce. Use the sharpened power of light to pierce through enemies. Well, that'll do it. When attacking, there's 15% chance to apply darkness, and darkness will reduce enemies' accuracy by 30% for 10 seconds. Sorry for the yawn. And then a shield with a cape. Royal Guard is what this is going to look like now. Kind of like the look. There's something, you know, it's got a little bit of that Doctor Strange cape with, you know, with its own mind kind of vibe going on. The counterattack's been at all stages the counterattack's damage, at all stages will no longer be based on the character level. The skill effect has been changed. Wait, was it based on the character level? I never knew that. You learn something new every day. Soul Jump. Soul Shield. Skill now increases maximum HP by 20% and stance by 40%. Oh, there's some of that stance. Soul Agility increases speed by 10. Oh my god, they're going to be so fast. New Soul Attack. Deal more deadly damage on enemies inflicted with darkness using the power of light. Ooh, they're stealing that from Hero. When attacking an enemy inflicted with darkness, increase final damage by 10% and critical rate by 10%. This means that you're gonna be 10% critical rate higher when you're bossing versus mobbing. Bossing versus mobbing, so that means that your link skills, where you would use the Beast Tamer when you are... You might be able to set up so that you use the Beast Tamer for bossing and then use the Phantom instead for mobbing, something like that. And they lost HP increase and Soul Blade. Isn't it 20 now? This is a new... I mean, this looks like it's a new attack. Oh, this one you mean Soul Agility? Oh, so they're losing 10 speed? Never mind, destroyed. Hey man, would you say the best explorer... Oh, who would you say the best explorer in bossing mobbing will be after Destiny? I haven't played the characters yet. In GMS after Destiny, totems will make characters have... the classes are like the genes, and the version of the game, the region, is like the environment. Genes will... Dude, I'm brain fogging so hard. Express themselves differently in different environments, right? A class will get different power-ups or power-downs depending on what you throw it into. And that's what we will see. We will see different different things shine and different things fall. So we can't know 100%. We just can't know yet. We're going to have to see with the experience. It looks like a lot of them are going to be really good, but I can't tell you like this one's going to be best, you know? Second job, yes, Soul Assault from fourth job to second job, but then empowering along the way, as they said. Can also apply Darkness. Darkness will reduce enemies. Yes, we already know that. Shining Chase. The movement distance has been increased. The skill effect has been changed. Is this a dash? Okay. And is also a vertical Shining Chase. Interesting. It's almost like you took the exact same thing and you just flipped it sideways. That's almost what it looks like, but I would never accuse you of doing such a thing. Encourage your allies to increase all party members' attack for a certain period of time. Okay. In addition, Royal Guard's stage 1, 2, and 3's counter attack power is increased. For 3 minutes, increase attack by 30. Passive effects, Royal Guard stage 1, 2, and 3's counter attack damage is increased by 70% points. Same booster treatment. 20 attack on Sword Mastery. Okay. Different effect on final attack, and then Rip, Soul Driver, and Cheer. But Cheer is, you know, is encouraged now, and Soul Driver is just gone because Soul Assault, I guess. Ensure retraining power decreased a lot when Meso Explosion stops one-shotting 260 plus. Does it get really that bad? Yeah, I think a lot of people 260 plus and going into Cernium really prefer the Dual Blader, because especially with the cooldown hats, those skills have very, very high amounts of damage on them, and they will basically just always kill the monsters that you're attacking, and they can have very short cooldowns and huge hitboxes, so they will actually help you with mobbing quite a bit. Since you already have the dagger, I assume that a lot of shadowers kind of like move over, because yeah, you really cannot rely on your Meso Explosion to do anything once you go to Cernium, especially not in the beginning, because of the Sacred Power loss. Your damage is just not good. Third job, or they stay, you know, in Limina way longer to build up their Sacred Power and then move over. It'll depend on how quickly you get your familiars and how long you want to stick it out in Limina, basically. Okay, third job. New Soul Release, Soul Light skill. Release the mighty power of light. Condensed in the Soul Shield to attack enemies in front of you. Consumes 19 MP, deals 460% damage 3 times and up to 6 enemies when attacking. There is a 30% chance to apply darkness. We already know what that does. Okay. A lot of shields going on. Soul Link. Damage boost per party member will now only apply to party members in the same map. I didn't know that was a thing that people got buffed outside of the map. Skill upgrades of shield for party members within range equal to 10% of their max HP for 10 seconds when you successfully Royal Guard. The feature to redirect damage taken by party members to yourself has been removed. The feature to recover HP at regular intervals has been removed. The skill effect has been changed. So you constantly give people a 10-second shield for every correct. So if you play your class well, you're making your whole party constantly unkillable by 100% attacks. Damn. As long as you stay close, you're just like constantly shielding them. That's actually pretty big. Advanced Royal Guard, the max level has been decreased from 20 to 10. The skill now increases defense by 100%, status resistance by 60, and mental resistance by 60%. Status resistance 60 is actually pretty big. I don't know exactly how much it is now, but 60 status resistance is really nice. It basically means that whenever you get CC'd, you just don't get CC'd quite as long. And with more, you know, the later boss fights being way more punishing, this is always a nice thing to have a lot of status resistance. Self-recovery, HP, MP recovery increased from 2% plus 450 maximum HP to 4% flat. Okay, that's way better. Or way higher at least. Royal Oath, swear a faithful oath to the Empress, sure. 60 strength, 20% crit rate, 23% final damage, and 1 attack speed. Wait, what are they losing that gives them that? What the hell? What is that coming out of? Advanced Soul Attack, also new. Now soul effects will deal more deadly damage on enemies using the power of light. When attacking an enemy inflicted with darkness, bind, offensive defense debuff, or deadly charges debuff, so all of it. Increase final damage by 15% and critical rate by 10%. This attacks additively with soul attacks effect. Oh, cool. So that's 20% crit rate coming out of there. Another 20 coming out of here. Offensive defense. Yeah, I don't... it's not quite as catchy, but... Offensive defense is like... somebody, like, picks on you, and then you say... and then to defend yourself, you say, like, a really bad your mama joke, and everyone's like... Ooh, man. Damn. He fucking roasted you, bro. Thank you, J-Man. Appreciate it. The power of shield protecting the Empress makes enemies vulnerable to Mihal's Soul Light. True. We'll leave a debuff on enemies. Shockwave. Lots of damage. If there are no boss monsters, it will be activated at the center of the nearest monster among enemies hit. When Royal Guard's counterattack hits an enemy, activate the offensive defense debuff for 20 seconds. When Soul Light skill hits an enemy inflicted with the debuff, activate a Shockwave of Light. At the center of the enemy's hit, enemies hit by the Shockwave of Light will have the offensive defense debuff removed. Shockwave of Light deals 300% damage 3 times on up to 6 enemies with a reactivation cooldown of 14 seconds. 14 seconds. I have to see that in action to see what it actually gives me. Okay, so they removed Soul Attack, Shining Charge, Intention, Soul Endure, and Soul Slash. So that's where all of these percentages are coming from. I mean, they call it like Royal Oath, and it's like, oh my god, you're getting all of this extra stuff, but it's probably just a redirecting of all the stuff that was already here. Scardor turning a solid 8 years old today. Am I? Oh, damn. No, I'm turning 34 today. But I appreciate the wishes, thank you. In current justice, they typically refer to it as wielding a shield as a sword. Okay. Fourth job, Shining Cross. Okay. Damage increase from 440 to 530. Skill is now will now change into Shining Cross Assault during Soul Rage. Okay. Shining Cross Assault, there it is. Oh. Well, it's not like a... It's a different kind of cross, you know? It's like it's an X. Condense the power of light and cut enemies in front of you diagonally. Oh, damn. And you know when you cut diagonally, you taste 20% better. Toasty connoisseurs out there know what I'm talking about. Deals 345% damage 10 times on up to 7 enemies. When attacking, there is a 30% chance to apply darkness. Cool. 10 times on up to 7 enemies. Does it feel like they're not gonna have mobbing or bossing skills anymore? There's just gonna be one skill that just hits everything a bajillion times, and that's what they're scaling everything around? I don't know how I feel about that. Skill increases soul light skills chance to apply darkness to 100% while active. Okay. Soul Rage. Yeah, and that then empowers the attacks. So very hero-like. Happy birthday. Thank you, Cox K. Eating horizontal cut square bread, cringe. Dude, it's so much tastier. You haven't... If you're saying cringe, you just haven't done it yet. It's so much better. Install shield summons the soul shield. We saw that in the preview as well. Soul shield can be installed in the air as well. Well, I would hope so. Oh, while you're in the air. I'm assuming it means... You periodically emit light to attack enemies. 40-second duration, 40-second cooldown. Alright. 225, 4 times, 6 enemies. And when attacking regular monsters, 30% increased damage. And then advanced offensive defense. Build a tougher shield. Shockwave damage increased by 250% points. Shockwave of Light's reactivation cooldown is decreased to 10 seconds instead of, what was it, 14? And all stage of Warrior God's counterattack damage is increased by 200% points. Ooh. Advanced Soul Shield increases max HP, nobody cares. Advanced Sword Mastery critical damage boost has been increased from 10 to 15. Skill effect changed for Advanced Final Attack. And stance boost decreased from 100 to 60. And Soul Assault here is gone, but you know it was already added in the second job. Wait, will the Soul Assault also look different during the Soul Rage? Or you're just not supposed to use it at all, you're supposed to use Shining Cross. We'll see. Hyper Royal Guard enhance and Advanced Soul Shield's effect when you successfully Royal Guard is enhanced, increasing the damage reduction of percentage HP text by 5%. This text additively with Advanced Soul Shield's effects. Ignore Guard, Royal Guard counterattack defense ignored is increased by 20%, and Persist. Advanced Soul Shield's damage reduction of percentage HP attack effect when you successfully Royal Guard duration is increased by 5 seconds. Oh. Percentage damage to normals, just to give it percentage points extra. Well, they don't want to. don't want to give you too much bonus when it comes to bossing. So, you know. Specific boosting. Shining Cross Reinforce will now apply to Shining Cross Assault as well. Okay, and then Shining Cross Ignore Guard. Shining Cross, so defense ignored is increased by period. 10, 15, or 20. Probably 15 or 20, I'm guessing. Shining Cross bonus attack will now apply to Shining Cross Assault as well. Install Shield Reinforce is damage is increased by what? And Shield's number of enemies hit is increased by 1 or 2 probably. Install Shield's duration increased by... Usually it's like 10 second. Well, it's 40 second duration with 40 second cooldown, so. But it'll be nice for mobbing, so because you can just like slam it down somewhere. Oh, give a percentage point when hitting normal monsters. That's what you mean. Okay, I see. Soul Majesty. By running a strong belief in protecting the Empress and your allies, the Soul Shield and Soul Light skill become more powerful. Amazing. 25 second duration, 15% damage during the skill. Advanced Soul Shield's damage reduction effect when you successfully Royal Guard will be increased by 5%. This stacks additively with Advanced Soul Shield's effect. During the skill, Install Shield will activate Offensive Defense's debuff. Offensive Defense's Shockwave of Light reactivation cooldown will be decreased to 2 seconds only. And when Offensive Defense's Shockwave of Light is activated, the Wave of Light will also be activated. Wave of Light deals 750% damage 4 times and up to 8 enemies. I'm not sure about the 25-second duration. That seems pretty short on for a 3-minute cooldown, but okay. Oh, this is what it's gonna look like. Again, I was hoping that the Mihal would go a little bit away from looking like a paladin, but now it's looking a little bit more like a paladin, no? Especially with some big shiny yellow dude floating behind you stabbing. Thank you, Batat. Toda. Giver. Deadly charge damage has been increased from 660 to 825. The debuff duration has been increased from 10 seconds to 60 seconds. No, this is the deadly charge. Wait, so this is not going to look like anything? Then what is this icon? Is that just the... That's maybe just the... What the... But that's not what the animation looks like at all. What is this icon? Is it supposed to be this? I'm seeing a person, like a character in this, no? Like a big, like an Exodia type character. Maybe I'm just seeing something that isn't supposed to be there. Maybe it's just supposed to be the sword. Oh, the sword is like cut off here. The tip isn't there. Maybe, yeah. Okay. I was confused. The debuff duration has been increased from 10 seconds to 60 seconds. The skill effect has been changed. Alright. And then Creative Tomorrow. And then all the other memers are gone. Okay, way more hyper skill redoing. That's what I like. That's what I kind of missed in the Explorer revamp. I'm liking that change in general, at least. Okay, and then Shield of Light. Skill will now increase your final damage instantly upon use, regardless of the number of defenses. Shield will now also defend against critical status effects. Shield's damage reduction has been decreased from 86% to 80%. Oh no. The number of defenses has been increased from 9912 to 9914 at level 25. And then Sword of Light. Royal Guard Stage 1 and 2 will now activate Sword of Light's 3-stack effect. The 1-stack effect activating automatically while on cooldown has been removed. Ooh. The damage has been increased from 1010, 1200, 1400 to 1400, 1600, 1950. The number of hits has been increased from 7 to 12. Whoa. That's a lot of extra numbers. Going from 7k to what, 17? Poof. And then woof. Look at that one. Sword of Soul Light. Oh, this is why they removed the skill from Dawn Warrior. They wanted to give it to Mihal and recolor it a little bit. When using a custom command, you can now use Soul Light Slash by using Shining Cross or Shining Cross Assault. Soul Light Slash's skill effect has been changed. Look at that. And then some V-Core changes. Not score changes. V-Core changes. Okay. Well, this is interesting, but yeah, definitely keep an eye out for like gameplay and stuff like Copperstone was doing like in the test server itself. Hopefully we'll see some feedback in a week or a little bit more in Korea, and then we can put all of this into more context, and maybe they'll just, you know, throw some things around. They might have like 8 new skills that they developed and then they threw 4 in there, and if people absolutely hate all of them, they might just, you know, tweak it around, give it some different damage numbers, put in some of the other skills they've got on the backlog that they were thinking of, maybe, you know, ones that almost made the cut but didn't quite. Maybe they'll move those over based on what the players like. So it's very important that the Korean players on the test server give their feedback, and then hopefully in was it in 2 weeks we will see some wait, was there another picture here that I'm... Oh, here. On the 30th, right? 30th of June, the actual release, yeah. So in 2.5 weeks from now, Hopefully we'll see the full-on release and see what they decide to do. But probably there will be some tweaks and some test beta stuff that we can go over in that coming time. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But yeah, let me know based on the footage you saw yesterday and maybe everything else you've seen and the numbers and the stats and the info that we just went over. Let me know what you guys are thinking. What class are you hyped about? What class are you not so hyped about? What is the opposite of hyped? Sad about? And let me know. And I'll speak to you in the next one. Thanks for watching.